Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna, Roma Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yes.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Krishna. So we can start with the event. So I heartily welcome all the participants for this. Congratulations to all of you for being selected in the first round, and you have joined for the final round of the event. Our judges are going to join us soon. So I hope all of you know that Bhaktivedanta Gurukul International School is an education unit of ISKCON, which is conducting this grand online program on the eve of Janmashtami. We have 7,800 students who have joined for this program from all across the world for various events. And on 12th August, we'll be having the final prize distribution ceremony online, and many important dignitaries will be joining us that day. On 12th August. So today is the final round of the English extempore competition. And I congratulate all of you for joining in this event, because this is an event to celebrate. What are we celebrating through this event? We're celebrating the appearance of Krishna. So just by participating in this event, you are rendering devotional service to Krishna. So whether you win the prize finally or not, that is not so important. What is more important is that you have participated in this wonderful event of Krishna Janmashtami. Okay, so let's wait for a few minutes. Okay, Mataji, you can start.
Hare Krishna. I would like to welcome all the contestants, and I would like to wish them all the very best for the competition. Yeah. One request, I would like to request all the contestants to keep their videos and their mics off, and as we'll be calling out the names, that contestant would come over, we'll switch on the video and the mic, and will present. As already mentioned in the rules, that you will be getting 30 seconds to think on your topic. I'll be taking out a chit over here. We'll read out the topic. You will get 30 seconds where you can think for your topic. If you want, you can write down the points, whatever you've thought in those 30 seconds. And then 2 minutes and 30 seconds will be there to present yourself. After 2 minutes, a bell would ring, which would indicate that another 30 seconds are left with you to conclude your topic. That is how we will be starting in few minutes now. I hope you all are very well prepared. And I once again welcome you all for this mega event. Prabhuji.
So before we begin, does anyone have any doubt about the rules, regulations? We can clarify it now. Program is being streamed live on YouTube. So you can also send the link to your friends for the program. I'll be posting the YouTube link right now for this program. And many are watching this program online right now. This program. And many are watching this program online right now. So I have put it in the chat box. So if some of your friends, relatives want to see this program online, you can see it now. And also later, you can access the YouTube recordings in the chat box. So Mataji, can you take a quick, you check the participants, is everyone here? You can access the YouTube recordings. You can do a quick attendance.
Yeah. Monisha, she's there.
So Mataji, can you take a quick, you check the participants, is everyone here?
Yes, Prabhuji, doing that. Tanishka, I think Tanishka is not here. No, she's there.
Present, ma'am.
Aditi, yeah, she's there. Amog, he's here. Shoradeep is here. Aryan.
Ma'am, I'm Shoradeep. I'm present.
Yeah, I've seen that, Shoradeep.
Okay,
yeah.
Thanks, ma'am.
Aryan, yeah, he's here. Aviral, yeah. Aviral.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Priyanshu.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Vedansh.
Yes, ma'am.
Anchita. Anchita is there. Anirudh. Anirudh. Yeah. Chaitanya.
Ma'am, present.
Yeah. Divyansh. Divyansh. He is not here.
Present, ma'am.
You're there, Divyansh. Yeah. Pradhi. She's there. Keshav. Alpana. Tanishk.
Present, ma'am.
Yeah. Tanishk.
Hare Krishna.
Anushka. Keshav is not here.
Yes, ma'am. Present.
Yeah,
Ma'am, present. Anushka
yeah.
Mishra present.
Yeah, got it.
judges for today. We have Amog Leela Prabhu, who is a famous speaker, motivational speaker. And we have Govind Mohan Prabhu for today. Famous speaker.
Can I ask something?
And we have Govind Mohan Prabhu for today.
Can I ask something?
Yes, you have a doubt? Please, please ask.
सर हमें इंट्रोडक्शन में सिर्फ अपना नेम और टॉपिक बोलना है ना?
Yes, your name and your topic.
Okay, ma'am.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Danvat Pranam.
Krishna Pranam.
It's my pleasure to welcome our guest, our chief judge, that is Amog Leela Prabhuji.
Okay, ma'am.
I would like to welcome him, and it's our honor to have him here. It's a great pleasure to welcome him over here with us. He's taken out his time, and his presence is going to honor us, and he's going to bless us. So I would like to tell you all something about him, that he's a BTech from Computer Science, co-faculty at IMS Ahmedabad. He's director of ISKCON Youth Forum at Dwarka, co-director and corporate trainer for We Serve, which is Vedic Solutions to Empower Resources by Value Education. And he's also a content writer for his spiritual syllabus for practical implementation of spirituality in modern times, and a co-director and script writer for Vaikunt Players, a spiritual drama group. So he's a coach, he is a mentor whom you can look upon, and of course a guide which can guide us through all the ups and downs of our life. It's a great privilege to welcome him in our event. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for being a part of this. Thank you so much.
Thank you for inviting me. I'm really honored. और राधाकांत प्रभु जी का बहुत धन्यवाद कि उन्होंने सेवा का मौका दिया कि आज मैं इन मेधावी बच्चों को जिनको कि आपने इतने अच्छे से ट्रेन किया हुआ है, I'll be there listening to them on various interesting topics. So it will be very enriching experience for me as well. So thank you very much for inviting me.
So let us welcome His Grace Amog Leela Prabhu by chanting a Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for joining us today. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So what a fortune for all the participants to have one of the best speakers in India as a judge for today's event. Hare Krishna. And we also have a co-judge, Govind Mohan Prabhu, who is also a very dynamic speaker. He is a principal of a school in Ghaziabad. That school is also called Gurukul, the school. It's a big school in Ghaziabad, and he's a congregation preacher also in Ghaziabad. So, so in the meantime, Amog Leela Prabhu would like to speak a few words before we start the event.
Okay, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So I'm really honored to be here in this wonderful assembly, and I just offer some prayers. Om Gyan Timirang Gyan Anushka Gyan Chakshana Tamina Tasmai Shri Guru Ve Namaha. Vancha Kalpatarushya Kripasan Ve Vichakutana Pavane Vivashna. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Bhagavad-Gita Shri Advaita Radha Shivasani God. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. So in this particular forum, on the occasion of Janmashtami, this extempore which has been organized, this is really a great attempt, because student life is actually meant for acquiring knowledge, and I see that Gurukul, especially ISKCON Vrindavan Gurukul, Bhaktivedanta Gurukul, it's really doing a tremendously wonderful job, where children, they are not just getting knowledge, skills, but also values, which is the most important part of any education. In fact, values, they get gold medal. In terms of education, they get the gold medal. Knowledge gets silver medal, and skills, they get the bronze medal. Of course, all the three are important, but most important are the values. because when children they have values, then they can actually become leaders. Those who have just skills and knowledge, they can become managers, and sometimes they do not have that as well, they become damagers, but at least they become managers when they have skills and knowledge. But leaders are those who are having values, and values are very, very, very important. And that is, these values are so profusely being imparted to children in Gurukul. So that is my sincere regards to the principal ma'am, director, all the teachers, faculties, guardians who are making this entire project run so very beautifully. So that is, giving them values is very, very important. Also, we see that the teachers who are role models, they are not just teachers, but they are role models. Such teachers, they become a source of inspiration for the children. So for students as well, I would request them to always stay focused on their studies, stay away from all these distractions. So like there is a verse for students, Kakachishta Bakut Dhyanam. That means they should be doing all the endeavors like Kak. Like Kak, we have heard the story how Kak filled the pitcher, the pot, putting the stones, and this way the water came up, and then it drank the water. So that is, one should be very, very conscious, deliberate, and very endearing. One very, very focused and laborious in one's efforts. So Kakachishna Bakut Dhyanam. Like the crane is so very much focused, especially when hunting. Very focused. Actually, as soon as there's a fish, then focus. So that is, focus is very important in student life. And to have focus, it's very important to remove the distractions. So they can remove distractions, especially in the form of media. It's a big time distraction for the students. So staying away from media, that's very important. Of course, in Gurukul, we can see that boys are there. So girls, they are given education separately. So that's also very important to stay away from any such distractions of girlfriend, boyfriend distraction. In Delhi, we see that people are mostly distracted with girlfriend, boyfriend things and electronic gadgets and social media, YouTube, Facebook, and all that. So there is no book before the face, because there is a Facebook in life. So it's very important to stay away from distractions. So Bakut Dhyanam, Kakachishta Bakut Dhyanam, Shwar Nidra. So one should sleep like a dog. Like you might have seen the dogs, they sleep, but they are still very aware, they are conscious. As soon as there is little sound, they get up. So students, they should sleep with the mood that I am to get up again to study. So Shwar Nidra, Tathay Alpahari. So they should not eat a lot of food. So sometimes when they are partying, that's understood, but usually they should take light food. Alpahari, especially during exam days, they should not take fried items. They should take fruits and vegetables, salads. They are full of vitamins, and that they should take. And also they should take sunlight. They should take sufficient amount of water. They should do pranayam and all that. So air should also be taken as a food, because our body consists of all the 5 tattvas: earth, water, fire, air, ether, all the 5. So we have to eat all of them: earth, water, fire, air, ether, not just earth. Chola baturas, rajmas, cholas, the earth elements. So other 4 elements are ignored. So all the 5 elements should be taken, especially these 5 elements should be taken in more quantity. So that's for health. So alpahari, and then brahmachari, in the sense they should stay away from opposite gender. They should have respect for them, but they should not mingle with them, flirt with them, dally with them, gossip about them. So that's not good for the student life. So brahmachari in that case, alpahari, brahmachari. So these are Vidyarthi Panchalakshana. So these 5 are the symptoms of a good student. So I would request, since all of you are blessed with such good faculty, such good facility, such good environment, such great curriculum, so that's really wonderful. And particularly for this contest, I wish all the participants all the very best. They perform very well. Don't be nervous. Just do your best, and God will take care of the rest. That's it. Participation in itself is important. Who wins, who doesn't win, that doesn't matter at all. So all of you are there in this wonderful event. That's in itself is a victory. So all the very best to all the participants. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhu, for this wonderful words of inspiration. Actually, 17,000 participants we have got online for this event.
Wow.
From India and also from other countries. Mataji, do we have some participants from other countries also in this event today, in the final?
Yes, Prabhuji. We have Amog.
Okay, we have Amog. Wonderful. From?
Yes, Prabhuji.
He's from?
that was not mentioned there, that where he is from.
Okay. So
Pakistan.
anyway, so I think what you can do is when you call upon all the speakers, just speak from which city they are, so that everybody gets to know. Govind Mohan Prabhu hasn't joined us till now. He's stuck up in some meeting, he says. But I think let's begin the program. I
Yes.
think it's okay when Amog Leela Prabhu and Govind Mohan Prabhu can together figure it out later. So shall we begin, Amog Leela Prabhu?
Yes. Yeah, sure. Please. I'm
Yeah,
ready.
let's begin. Okay, so Mataji, over to you. So you please schedule whatever the way it's supposed to happen.
Yes,
And let's start the event. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
We once again welcome all our participants and yes, our chief guest also. Once again, all the best to all the participants. One by one, I'll be calling your name. You can come and then I'll be taking out the chit for you. Please introduce yourself by taking your name, your city, and also the topic that you are going to say. Thank you. And my first contestant is Monisha. Monisha, you can unmute yourself. Yeah. Can you hear me, Monisha?
Yes, madam.
Okay. Prabhuji, is she audible?
Yes. Very clear. Monisha, all the best, beta.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, beta. May God bless you, beta.
I'm going to take out a chit for you. And your topic is why one should study Gita. Why one should study Gita. Right? And the 30 seconds for you to think starts now. Yeah, you can start now.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam. I am Monisha from Dharwad, going to speak on topic how should we study Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is an ancient script which was ascribed by Ved Vyasa, which actually was told by Krishna to Panduputra Arjuna. It is Bhagavad means Bhagavan and Gita means song. It is the song of God. So how should we read Bhagavad Gita? Bhagavad Gita is a
It's okay, beta. No problem. So slow.
I'm getting nervous, Prabhuji.
No, I don't have to be nervous. You have got such a sweet smile. And you are such a sweet child. Krishna will help you. आराम से बोलो बेटा, कोई चिंता वाली बात नहीं.
Bhagavad Gita helps us to know about ourselves that we are not body, we are soul, and we can go back to the spiritual world, which is full of bliss and happiness. We can get to know about some types of yoga like karma yoga, jnana yoga, sankhya yoga, and bhakti yoga. Bhakti yoga is very easy way to get to the God, and we can get attachment towards God and get connected to the God very easily. That's it, Prabhuji.
Hey, that's good. Yeah.
Hare Krishna, thank you.
Hare Krishna.
That was good, Monisha. Our next contestant is Shri Vidya.
Please mention the city from where they are so that.
Shri Vidya.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Please switch on your video. You're there?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. 1 second, ma'am.
Yeah. I'll take
Hare Krishna, everyone.
Hare
Hare Krishna, beta. All the best.
Thank you.
Your topic is we are not independent. We are not independent.
Can I start?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Hare Krishna, everyone. My name is Srividya P. Raman, and I'm from the city Bengaluru. And my topic is we are not independent. So first, I would like to say that we are all social animals in this world. We cannot live in isolation, and we have to be dependent on everyone because, like for example, we all have families and we all have everyone that we look up to. So why does Krishna say that we are not independent? So they say this because of this, and also because our actions give the consequences. So it can also involve other people's actions. Can also, if we are involved in it can also lead to those consequences. So, for example, let us take an example of a traffic system. Okay, like when we are waiting in the traffic, I'm sitting behind my father. So, by mistake, he hit without knowing another vehicle, which causes like the other person to fall. Okay, so and then my father just gets away with it because I'm getting late to go to my movie. So I just go to my movie because this is not my action, but still because of the people around me make that action, it also involves me. I will also be a part of that karma. So it's like that. Even I will have to pay a price for it because the other person got hurt. So that's why Krishna says that we are not independent. The same thing happened even with Karna when he was with he got into the bad company with Duryodhana. So the same thing happened there also. Like he was a very good person. Like Karna is like a very good person in this whole Mahabharata because he is very incredible person. But then the company that he had with the person he was supporting was wrong because he was the Duryodhana was really corrupt and deceitful and was completely unjust. So the company that we keep will also have an effect on us. So that's why he says that we are not independent. We need to take care of our company, and we need to make sure that the people around us are also proper. And we have to make sure that the people around us are also aware of Bhagavad Gita and also reads it to get proper knowledge and to make the correct decisions in life. So that's why that's why Krishna says that we are not independent. Thank you. Hare
Very good.
Krishna.
Very good, beta.
Thank you.
Going on Gu is also there. Hare Krishna going on Gu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, I'm sorry. I look like a surgeon these days.
We look like dacoits.
So let's welcome Govind Mohan Prabhu, who is our co-judge. Mataji, you can please read his profile.
Yes, Prabhuji. A very warm welcome to Prabhuji. Thank you so much for giving your time here, Prabhuji. Yeah, Mr. Gaurav Bedi, he's a CBSE Master Trainer for CCE and AEP, a life skill master trainer. He has been extending his high skilled expertise in the projects of UNODC and WHO, besides being involved in content development of mathematics for NCERT under the aegis of Ministry of HRD, India. He's a man of few words, but is always supple with his manners. Mr. Gaurav Bedi has to claim commendable result, highlights producing 7 out of 10 country top rankers with an unprecedented average in board exams, just in one academic session. It's a privilege to welcome you on this stage. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for being a part of this.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
Prabhuji, we would like to have few words from you so that the students are really encouraged.
Okay, so it's going to be my extempore as well, so that's okay. I take it like that. 2 minutes. So it's a very, very prestigious event, I know, and I like to congratulate each one of you. As I generally say that you have reached this level, you're already a winner. You're already a winner, and compete with yourself. Go with this feeling that we learn from each other. Go with this feeling that we are here to learn and enjoy. If you aim yourself for winning the first one, then probably you'll not be able to do the best that you can. Enjoy what you're doing. That will make you a better person. That will make you a better extempore person. So my congratulations to all of you. You're already a winner. Congratulations to your schools and to your parents for reaching this place. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Can we continue now?
Yes, please. I'll be on a video off, but I'll be listening and I'll be grading.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. So our next contestant is Khushi.
Good afternoon.
Khushi, can you hear me? Yeah, Khushi.
Yes, ma'am.
Am I audible to you? Khushi, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am, I can hear you.
Okay, I'll take out a chit for you, your topic.
Yes, ma'am.
Why one should study Bhagavad-Gita? Your time to think starts now.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Yes, you can start, Khushi.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, start.
It's fine.
Yeah, you can start now.
Yes, beta. All the best. Please start, Khushi.
Very
Beta.
good afternoon to one and all.
We can't hear you, beta. थोड़ा सा आवाज टूट रही है आपकी, beta.
Radhe Radhe everyone.
Hare Krishna, beta. Your voice is breaking.
Okay. Radhe Radhe everyone. A very good afternoon to one and all over here. I am Krishna from Mathura, the birthplace of Lord Krishna. And today I am going to speak on the topic why should I study Bhagavad Gita? Before I get into my topic, you should know that what is Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita was the speech delivered by Lord Krishna to Arjuna during the time of Mahabharata. When Arjuna was really very confused how he would fight against his near and dear and very quickly Bhagavad Gita is in this Lord Krishna gave Arjuna the knowledge about karma, devotion to God, and different types of yoga in human life. So here I resume to my topic, that is, we should study Bhagavad Gita because we don't have Lord Krishna in front of us to whom we can question question about the secrets of our life, of our human life, as Arjun had. So, to know about the values of life, to unlock the secrets of the soul, we should study Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita provides us the peace of mind, and the devotee feels that he is very near to God. Bhagavad Gita also makes a person happy. If a person reads Bhagavad Gita, then it makes the person happy, and also provides him the knowledge of the cycle of birth and death. So the person becomes free from fear. So indirectly, we can say that Bhagavad Gita is the key to the door named infinite happiness. And Bhagavad Gita also provides knowledge about the different types of yoga in a human life and their importance, like Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga, etc. So the gist is that Bhagavad Gita is the solution of each and every problem. If a person wants to find the solution of the problems which he is facing in his life, so he can open Bhagavad Gita and read it and can find the solutions, his solutions in this practical and materialistic world. If he reads Bhagavad Gita, then he is near to the God. He converts into a great devotee of Lord Krishna, and which is the true ambition of our life. So here I give break to my words by wishing you all a very happy and joyful Janmashtami. Thank you.
Great, wonderful.
Our next contestant is Tanishka. Tanishka? Tanishka? Tanishka Unial?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. You can switch on your video now, Tanishka. Yeah. Am I audible to you?
Tanishka, beta, unmute yourself, beta.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. And just switch on your video also, Tanishka. Yeah. Am I audible?
Ma'am, my video is on.
Yeah.
Yeah, your video is
I'm
on,
asking, am I audible? Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Okay, fine.
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm going to, all the best. I'm going to take out a chit for you now. So your topic is reincarnation is a fact, not a fantasy. Explain. I'll repeat. Reincarnation is a fact, not a fantasy. Explain. Your time to think starts now. You can start now. Tanishka, yeah, you can start.
Okay. So yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Before starting my extemporaneous speech, I would like to speak some beautiful words about Lord Krishna. Om Devaki Nandai Vidmahi Vasudevaya Dhimahi Tanno Krishna Prachodaya. Om. Hare Krishna to all my curious listeners. Today, I, Tanishka from Delhi, is here to present a speech on the topic reincarnation is a fact, not a fantasy. Reincarnation, what does it mean actually? Reincarnation is when a soul takes rebirth by completing their life cycle of the early life. It is said that reincarnation is taken 7 times in a life. According to Lord Krishna, he always said that the soul is pure. The soul is a natural being. The soul cannot be act for racism and casteism. It's pure and pure. Soul is something which can be rebirth according to me, as it have always been a fact of you can say debates that reincarnation is a fact or a fantasy. According to me, it's a fact because once we take a birth once again, we are going to a life, we are going through a life once again, and the earlier whatever we have did, all the karmas comes once again in front of us in this new life. According to Bhagavad-Gita, that
Anushka, are you okay, beta? I hope you are not nervous.
yes, sir. Actually, I am right now. I am a little bit. I'm just.
I don't have to be. Relax. You're doing pretty well. Very good. Like you can speak about law of karma. People take birth. Sometimes people are born rich, sometimes poor because of karma. So there is reincarnation. Yeah. You say like you want to quote some examples. Okay.
When a person is reincarnated in a new life.
Yeah. So God takes incarnation, we take reincarnation.
Yes, sir. You are very much right that the person who is taking a rebirth, it doesn't depend on the earlier life what he was. He was rich. He was from a bigger family. He was having all the luxuries of a life or not. But when he is taking a rebirth, he is just a soul. He's not having the money, the luxuries, the legacies which he was getting in the earlier life. In the new life, he is just a soul, a pure soul with no thoughts in this mind. When it comes to a rebirth, the only thing which is there with them was the karmas which they did, the sins, the good deeds they did in their early life. They come in front of them in this new life, and we should not think that whatever we are doing, like there is a very beautiful words which was given in Bhagavad Gita that were karmanyavadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phalahitur bhu mate sangut swakarmani, that the karma is always with us. We should not ever even think about the results. We should always think about the actions, what we are doing in this present world. Whatever we are doing in this life, it will always go with us in the next life. The legacies, the money, the fame, they will not go with us. The only thing which will going to be in the next life, it's our karma. So at the end, I just want to say to everyone that the thing which is always going with us, our karma, our pure thinking, our pure soul. Nothing in this world else will go with our karma and the time. Even minutes, seconds, minor seconds, we are just leaving, and just the time is time and tide waits for none, and the karma is always there. Every second, whatever we are doing will go with us in our next life. Hare Krishna to everyone.
Hare Krishna. Very good. Nice.
That was good, Anushka. That was nice. Yeah. So I think we would call upon our next contestant, that is Aditi. Aditi, please unmute yourself and you can switch on the video as well.
Yeah, she is done.
All the best, Aditi. I'm going to take out a check for you. And your topic is, what evidence do we have for the existence of God? What evidence do we have for the existence of God? Your thinking time starts now. You can start now.
Sure. Namaste to everyone. My name is Aditi Rawat and I am a student of Standard 10th and I belong to Pune. So my topic is, what are the evidences for the existence of God? Mataha prayatara nana kashchidev, Sarva bhutastha matman, Sarva bhutani chatmani, Ikshate yoga yuktatman, Sarvatra samadarshanaha. God exists or not. It has been into debate for a very long time. Whatever happens to us, good or bad, this is only our perception that something has happened to us. Is it good? Is it bad? Oh God, I failed today. It's bad for me. But that is our perception because that is not benefiting us. We always say that people are dying of hunger. There is scarcity of this thing. There's such a bad time. But still, we have that faith that yes, there is a supreme abodement above sitting who is leading us our life. How well can we imagine the visual of Vrindavan? Lord Krishna is playing his flute. All the cows are melodized. The people are following him. Isn't it pleasing to memorize this or to adore this? Yes, it is. Well, for the existence of Krishna, my point of view is that yes, he exists. That he is the supreme leader, the purest, the eternal, the truth,
Something went wrong. Please try again.
The unborn Lord Krishna. Well, we have to understand that we are souls and not a material body. We transmigrate into different birth, from boyhood to youth to old age. And similarly, at the time of death, we move on to another body. Well, do you have a question when Bhagavad-Gita states this kind of scenario? Who judged this? Well, it's no one but Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna is also known as the avatar of Vishnu, Lord Vishnu, who has taken some 9 and 10 avatars. Even the 10th avatar is yet to come. Well, according to me, yes, he is there sitting up watching us, what we do right, what we do wrong. Because his watching, our devotion and our actions are going to decide our next life, our next birth. If we do something good in this life, we are going to get good things in our next life. If we do something wrong in this life, we are going to face the same exact wrong thing or some bad thing that can occur to us. Nothing but the law of karma. Let me explain it to you. If a child is born blind, whose fault it is? Is it the parent's fault or is it the child's fault? It is the child's fault because he did something wrong in his previous birth, which he has to pay by being blind. And who is governing this? Is it us who govern? Is it the people who govern? Or there is a supreme leader up, sitting, watching us, our actions? Well, your answer lies there. Have you often realized that why do things happen to us? I just explained it, it's because of our action. But there's a saying that there is a true devotee who whenever he does something, there's someone to take it, and that gives you back. We devote ourselves to Krishna, he gives his love to us. If we do something wrong, he will give the appropriate punishment to us, and that's not a doubt. Well, I would like to end by saying that Krishna has taught us our motto, that is Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, being a family. World is a family. There's something that is it is debatable, but according to me, yes, Krishna is existing, but beyond that is you have to have the belief, the faith that yes, he exists. I'd like to end by stating, be one family, follow the motto of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, spread love, impart wisdom, always remember Krishna. Namaste. Thank you.
Very good, beta. Well spoken.
Thank you, sir.
That was really very nice. And now we have Amol. Aditi, you can mute yourself. Amol, we would like you to unmute yourself and you can switch on your camera. I hope he's here. He was here, right?
Yeah, he's there.
Yeah.
Hello, can you hear me, everyone?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, now.
Okay. So I'm going to take.
Amog, you're looking quite handsome.
Thank you, Prabhuji. And you?
All the best.
Amog, you're from which place? I'm from Jakarta. I'm in Indonesia, but I'm originally from Bangalore. Okay, wonderful.
All the best.
Your topic is difference between matter and spirit. Difference between matter and spirit. Your 30 seconds start now. Start. You can start.
Hare Krishna. My name is Amok Yatreya. I'm from Jakarta, Indonesia, and I'm 15 years old. Today, my topic for the Vacham 2020 is, what is the difference between matter and spirit? So, do you want to know how to overcome your fears? The Gita can tell you how. Would you like to be a perfect leader? The Gita can tell you how. Would you like to know the difference between matter and spirit? The Gita can tell you how. This is Lord Krishna's special instruction manual. If you ever thought that the Bhagavad-Gita was only for the gray-haired, the seniors, the old people, then you could not be more wrong. The Bhagavad-Gita is actually a spiritual search engine like Google. It has the answer to the most mystifying questions and solutions to the most difficult problems. The essence of the Vedas in the form of the advice given by the Supreme Personality of Godhead is powerful, it's practical, and it's likely to revolutionize all of our lives. The wholesome chunks of wisdom in the Gita are like an antivirus software for the problems of teenagers in a modern society. And one such problem is the difficulty in understanding the difference between matter and spirit, the difficulty in attaining Krishna consciousness. So in Gita chapter 16, Bhagavan Shri Krishna says, Dehi nosmin yatha dehe. The body goes through a cycle of birth and death, from childhood to a teenager to adulthood and back to childhood again in another life. This is the cycle of birth and death and rebirth again. But the cycle of birth and death only concerns the body and the material world, since the soul sheds the body each time, just like we shed clothes. The body in reality is not really existent. Another very powerful line from the Gita is Abhayam Sattva Samshuddhi. So this line concerns the soul, and it tells us to be fearless. Fearless because we have a pure soul. But we need to understand that we need to acknowledge first that not the body, but the soul, spirit, soul inside us is what we are. We are not the body, we are the spirit soul inside. If we have cleared out this confusion, then the problem of racism or the confusion between matter and spirit, all of this becomes very insignificant. If I am spiritually conscious and if I am Krishna conscious, I know that small details in my body, my size, my face, all of that is just part of matter. It's not part of my real spirit. My face color, my body color, my size, my height, if I have good eyes, if I wear glasses, where I live, all of this only concerns the material body, only the matter. This is not what the pure soul is. I'm spiritually aware, so I know that just like me, everybody has a pure soul. Everybody is free of the material world, from the small details like the color of their body, the skin. And I know that I will treat everyone equally because I know the difference between matter and spirit. Whether they are black or white, fat or thin, small or big, Indian or Australian. Abhayam sattva samshuddhi. I am fearless because I know that my soul is always pure. So in answer to the question, the difference between matter and spirit is that the spirit is one that lives forever. Matter is the small body that the spirit takes in each birth. And as it moves, as it migrates from one body to another, the spirit is what lives on. The matter is what dies. As we can see, the wisdom of the Gita can be applied anywhere, in a high school classroom, in a cricket field, in the corporate world, or even just to answer the question, what is the difference between matter and spirituality? If we really read and reflect and relive the Gita, then we can easily become pioneers of change and build our nation successfully. We can rid the world of insignificant problems and we can clear all confusions in our head. So, do you desire an electric background experience that allows you to become a dynamic social leader? Do you want to understand the difference between the complex problems of social disorder? Then Krishna's words have the power to touch, Krishna's words have the power to heal, and Krishna's words have the power to inspire. So attain the above. Be a dynamic social leader, like Krishna, for Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Great. Well,
that was really nice, Amol. So our next contestant is Shoradeep Majumdar. Shoradeep, please unmute yourself.
Ma'am, I'm audible?
Yeah, you are audible. Prabhuji, is he clear? Is he audible?
it's still clear.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
So, first of
All the
all,
best.
I'm going to be extremely excited and happy to be a part of the mega event Krishnanushilanam. And first of all, I will convey my regards to all of the chief guests, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna.
and Rama ma'am, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
And to all my fellow friends who spoke, I was listening really well. Now, my name is Sauradip Majumdar, and I'm from Kolkata, West Bengal, the state from which is the birthplace of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So I'm extremely happy to born here. So I will begin my speech by offering my prayer to Lord Krishna.
But yeah, you have to receive topic, right?
Yeah.
Om Namo Brahmana Devaya Go Brahmana Hitaya Cha Jagat Vidaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namah Namah Namaste Jalada Bhasha Namaste Jala Shiny Namaste Keshavanando Vasudevaya Namastute He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatapate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Hari Hari Bol Hari Hari Bol Hari Hari Bol Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Shoradeep, your topic is role of devotion in human life. Role of devotion in human life in reference to Bhagavad-Gita.
Okay.
And your time for thinking starts now.
Ma'am, can
You
I
can
start?
start. Yeah.
Okay. Hare Krishna. Again, I will introduce myself. I am Saurodip Mojumdar from Dakshineshwar, Kolkata. And Rama ma'am gave me the topic on which I will speak today in this mega event, that how devotion is important in human life according to Bhagavad-Gita. Karmanyavadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phal hetur bhurmate sangostava karmani, which means we must work alone, and firstly we can't expect for good deeds, because firstly we need to follow the path of the truth, which Lord Krishna emphasized at first. And so regarding the devotion in Bhagavad Gita, in the Bhakti Yoga phase of Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna is the symbol, means he is the eternal symbol of the all people's questions, which arises daily. And Krishna, our savior, answers Arjuna's all of the questions, and which is relevant even today at the with the change of so much technology, science. Sri Krishna's motivational speech is relevant even today. So in the Bhakti Yoga phase, Arjuna asks that what is the best devotion? Krishna says that amongst all devotion, devotion towards the Godhead is the best. So we can state that literally the Bhagavad Gita means the song of the Godhead. And so devotion, I'm coming in the contemporary time. So our life has become very fast due to the age of science and technology and an unhealthy competition between the countries in international politics. Our moral values are slowly declining. So we must make efforts to take the ethical values of Sri Krishna into our life. So for this we need to know the Bhakti Yoga phase of Sri Krishna. Devotion is to lead a spiritual life is one of the basic way in which we can find a mental state of peace and happiness, because in materialistic life we can't expect for peace. So I'm again like to state that let's follow the path of Sri Krishna shown to us, so that we can make our country to reach at the apex. Hare Krishna, and I am going to wish all of you a very happy Sri Krishna Janmashtami. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Thank you, Shoradeep. That was really nice. It was great
Yeah,
listening
nice.
to you.
Very good.
That was really nice, Shoradeep.
Very good. Very good.
So we'll have our next contestant, that is Aryan. Aryan, please unmute yourself.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Aryan.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Aryan.
Hare
Am
Krishna,
I
Aryan.
audible?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Am I
Hare
audible?
Krishna Mataji. Yes, Mataji.
Okay. Prabhuji, is he audible?
Yes, perfectly.
Okay. So I'm going to take out the chit for you, Aryan. All the best.
Thank you, Mataji.
Appreciate the earlier speaker who started off with saying that he's from Bengal, the place of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And it was nice. And here we have Aryan, who is a student of Gurukul. So it's competition
Okay,
by Gurukul. So let's wish him all the best. Hare Krishna.
all the best.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah. Aryan, your topic is, according to Bhagavad Gita, what is the ultimate goal of human life? According to Bhagavad Gita, what is the ultimate goal of life? Your time to think starts now.
Okay, Mataji, I'm ready.
Yeah, start.
So, can I
You
start,
can.
Mataji?
Yes.
Hare Krishna to everyone. Myself, Aryan Bhattacharjee. I am from Assam. I study in Bhaktivedanta Gurukul, an international school, and I read in 10th grade. So, today my topic is, according to Bhagavad-Gita, what is the ultimate goal of life? So, before beginning to it, I would like to share a beautiful story to you. So, once a millionaire's son went with his father to a fun fair. He enjoyed a lot over there, but due to the huge crowd, he somehow got distracted or got separated from the track of his father. The father too got distracted or from separated from the track of his son. Then they both were very depressed that where is my child and where is my the son would rather think that where is my father. So after a few hours, the son began crying because he's not getting his father. After seeing him crying, many people from the crowd came to him and asked him, "What happened to you?" So there were three people who came to him. The first person came to him and he thought that he might be very hungry, so he should be taken to a restaurant and offered with some food. Then he took him and he offered him a sandwich and an orange juice. By seeing that sandwich and orange juice, he began crying. Then the second person again came and told that, or he thought that, I think that he might be suffering from a stomach ache. Then he offered a pair of medicines or medicines for the curing of his stomach ache. Again, by seeing the medicines, he again cried. Then the third person looked carefully and thought that yes, it is the son of the multimillionaire, and told that yes, I know your father. He is a multimillionaire, and I can show the path where your father is now. Similarly, in this world, we are the son of Krishna, and by somehow or other, we are separated from him in this materialistic world. We are so egoistic that we are forgetting him and not or we are not following his steps. So the ultimate goal of our life is to develop love for Krishna, and after bringing love for Krishna, we should attain devotional service to him, or we should service him. So hereby I would like to conclude, and Hare Krishna.
That was really nice, Aryan. Thank you so much for keeping your views and enlightening us with them. That was really nice.
Aryan is from Assam, so I would request all the participants to at least introduce yourself from the place you are.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. So, we have our next contestant, that is Aviral. Aviral, please unmute yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So, all the best, Aviral.
Thank you, ma'am.
I'm going to take out a chit for you. Your topic. And your topic is, we are all servants and not the master. We are all servants and not the master. Your time to think starts now.
So, Rohan, so we are having 20 different topics, or they are going to be topics which are going to be repeated?
They can be repeated, Prabhuji. It is depending on what chit comes out.
Oh, I see. Because I was saying that in case if I am to give feedback, then I should not give feedback, because in case the same topic comes to some other person, so it would be advantageous. So I'll not give feedback then, because the topic is going to be repeated.
Yeah. Aviral, you can start.
Yes, ma'am. So, good afternoon, everyone, honorable judges, and my fellow contestants. I hope you are all fine by the grace of Almighty Lord Krishna. My name is Aviral Sharma, and I am blessed to be from the holy and divine city of Lord Krishna, that is Vrindavan.
Wow.
So I am speaking on the topic that we all are servants and not the masters. So starting with my topic, first of all, I would like to make you understand the meaning of word servant, because obviously when this word comes to our mind, the first thing that strikes to us is the Hindi word naukar, someone who is extremely poor. But that is not the actual case. The word servant should be perceived in the way that someone is helping us to do our work and create an environment where we can actually acknowledge others and grow at the same time. Now, Bhagavad Gita and Krishna beautifully explains it. Krishna always conveys the message that whatever you are doing, be pure with it, be devoted to it. For example, uh, I would particularly like to exemplify it using the caste system that India have, and I would like to say that we always perceive that the people belong to lower caste are actually our servants, but that's not actually the case. In Bhagavad Gita, the Krishna itself says to Arjuna that I have created this fourfold system where your caste, your varna is defined on the basis of work you did. So defining someone's servant is not actually making them feel bad, but complimenting them. Because at the end of the day, we are living in this world, in the surrounding, we have to form a cluster where everyone is helping other. So we all are servants. For example, we took birth in this world, so we are actually servants of not just God, but this mother nature. And the reason why I'm saying this is because actually we are working, we are producing a lot of waste, and then we are polluting the nature, which is not good. So even if we are working to prevent nature, we are their servants. That's the case. The second thing is that anyone in this world cannot do or achieve anything without being dependent on someone else. That is very important. I would say that the the constant the constant cross cultural, cross religion talks, share of ideas is very important. But not that does not mean that we are servant to any other community. It just mean that we want to acquire ideas, we want to help each other and grow at the same time. The last thing what I would like to say is that we often think and take the things mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita and our great epics in very literal sense. But we should not. We should try to understand the message they intend to convey. One of the things that I would like to add is that we often feel that being a servant is a bad job. But again, I would like to add that in Ramayana, there were a lot of people who helped Lord Rama. They always, but Lord Rama never considered them as their servants. Now, what I'm trying to convey is that being servant does not mean anyone is defaming you or you are being defamed. It means to help other and create a constructive environment where we can do constructive criticism and grow at the same time. So my personal opinion is that we all are servant and no one is a master. And if someone is trying to master, then he must venture out the Bhagavad Gita, because it is where you will get all the answers. Thank you.
So, Aviral, but there are people who do masters after bachelors. So, aren't they masters? Masters in computer science, master in commerce, MCom, MTech. So they are masters.
Obviously, they are masters, but there are two types of knowledge, as per my knowledge. It is the Paravidya and Aparavidya. So that okay, is so this obviously they are doing master, MTech, MBS, but it is giving them a way of living, not how to live life. That is a different thing. Oh, and Bhagavad Gita teaches us to live life, not unliving. Thank you.
All right, good, Aviral.
Nice, Aviral.
Nice.
Very, very nice, Aviral. That was really good.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
And our next contestant is Priyanshu. I would request Priyanshu to unmute himself.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Priyanshu, how are you doing?
Please accept my humble obeisances.
Blessings.
All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Hi.
Prabhuji, is he audible?
Yes, he's audible. You are also audible.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
Romaji, you
Okay.
are audible.
Yeah. Okay. Prabhuji, Priyanshu is audible.
Yes.
Okay. All the best, Priyanshu.
Thank you, ma'am.
So your topic for the day is we have a repeat role of devotion in human life in reference to Bhagavad-Gita. Role of devotion in human life in reference to Bhagavad-Gita.
Thank you very much.
Your time to think starts now. You can start, Priyanshu.
Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. It's a great honor and privilege to be with all of you. And my sincerest gratitude extends to the whole team of Bhaktivedanta Gurukul and International School, and His Grace Amog Leela Prabhu and His Grace Govind Mohan Prabhu for giving me this golden opportunity to speak on the topic, the importance of devotional life in this world. And I am Priyanshu Nandan Prasad, and I am a student of Bhaktivedanta Gurukul and International School, class 11, and I belong to Jamshedpur, Jharkhand. So let us begin to explore through the pages of the Bhagavad-Gita. First of all, the fundamental need of every living being is to love and be loved. Without that, nothing can really satisfy our hearts. Objects can satisfy our senses, various emotional gratifications can satisfy our mind, but what really can satisfy our heart is love. Every living being is seeking pleasure. For example, an ant is searching after pleasure, after something sweet. But what really gives pleasure to the heart is love. For example, if there is a small child and we provide him with all kinds of precious toys, precious dress, expensive house to live, but what really will satisfy his heart is the love he will get from his parents. So whoever it may be, Indian, American, or black or white, or rich, poor, or let's say old, young, whoever it is, all have this thing in common. All are seeking to love and be loved. Why is it so? The answer is given in the Srimad Bhagavad-Gita, that it is the inherent nature of the soul. Krishna says in 15.7, Mameva vamsu jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatanaha manaha sasthani indriyani prakriti sthani kasati. We are all fragmental parts and parcels of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is Krishna. And we conditioned soul are suffering here because of the six senses, which include the mind. So we all are searching after that pleasure. And when we not get that path to pleasure here in the world, all we do is, and many are committing blunders. So our aim should be to realize Krishna, that propensity to love, that longing for loving, we have to direct it towards ultimate, that is Krishna. A part cannot be happy without serving the whole, and Krishna is this whole. Krishna mentions this in the previous sloka, which I quoted, 15.7, that we are his parts and partials. Krishna also says in 9.34 and 18.65 Bhagavad Gita that he's a dear friend and we have forgotten him. How can we forget him? If we remember him, if we serve him, if we do devotion unto him, we'll go back to him where there is no suffering, beyond all suffering. So, dear listeners, I want to tell you that this is the essence of all religion, to love God and his people. This is devotion. And it includes serving all. If you love God, you love everything that exists. And that is the importance of devotion in today's life. And that is the ultimate goal of life. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Wow. Power packed.
A student of BGIS from Jamshedpur. Yes, that was a power-packed performance, Prabhuji, indeed. And very well said. Yes, devotion is very important for all of us. And devotion to the right person, devotion to the Supreme Lord is very, very important, because that will teach us how to lead our life in a better way. Thank you so much for your views, Priyanshu. Thank
Very
you.
good, Priyanshu. Very well.
Thank you very much.
It was very energetic and you were very systematic as well. And you quoted even verses from the Gita, because the topic contained the human life as per the Bhagavad-Gita. So you quoted verses as well. So your enthusiasm was very vibrant. And yes, hopefully, yes, in future also you'll become a great preacher. All the best.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Superb, superb, superb.
Thank you so much, Priyanshu. Okay, so our next contestant is Vedansh Sehgal. Vedansh, please unmute yourself.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Vedansh.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
How are you, lovely boy? Hey, what a smile you have, huh?
So I'm going to take out. Am I audible to you?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. Prabhuji, is he audible?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to take out a chit for you. That is going to be your topic for the day.
And Vedansh, you are from which place?
Prabhuji, I am from Surat.
Surat. Okay, good.
आपकी सूरत ही बहुत अच्छी है.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Your topic for the day is, does racism exist on the platform of soul? Does racism exist on the platform of soul? Your time to think starts now.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Yes.
Can I start?
Hare Krishna, Vedansh. All the
yes,
best.
you can.
Hare Krishna. I am Vedant Sehgal. I am from Surat. It is my privilege and honor to be in front of you. And I am going to speak on the topic, does racism exist on the platform of soul? Before going to the main topic, I would like to talk about what racism actually is. The discrimination on the basis of caste, creed, religion, gender, and skin color is racism. We see racism everywhere and every day in our life. We can see in our house, in our neighbor's house, and many places. People do racism because they do not understand that we are not this material body, we are the soul. And the soul is a part and parcel of the Lord, which makes us all equal. So there should not be any discrimination, as we all are equal. And there is no black or white, no woman, no female or male in a soul. And Krishna has also said that a person who takes shelter under him, whether he be born of a lower caste, whether it be a woman, a Shudra, a Vaishya, or anything, he can attain the supreme destination because he has because he has taken shelter under the Supreme Lord. And thank you and Hare Krishna.
Rash, you can speak more about this. Like you see
No.
that, like in USA, people discriminated on the platform of body. That's why some violence happened. You can quote some examples. Martin Luther King was against racism
Yes.
in USA. You can talk about that and how racism creates violence. You know that, yeah, you can talk about, and you can talk about the Hare Krishnas. Here we have black and whites and blues and greens and pinks and everyone. We all stay united with love because everyone see that we are souls. Everyone say Hare Krishna, whether a Bengali, whether a English, whether a French guy, whether a Japanese guy. They all recognize each other because they see each other on the level of soul. Right? So you can speak all this to complete your content. Right? Yeah? Just hinting you. Go ahead.
Many people have fought against racism, such as Martin Luther King and um, Mahatma Gandhi has also fought against racism. And racism and many people who discriminate think the white are superior and black, they treat black as inferior to them. But actually, we are not. Anyone is not inferior. The soul that is in me and the soul that is you, we all are equal, as we all are a part and parcel of the Supreme Lord. So, thus I conclude that there is no discrimination on the platform of soul.
Yeah. You could say that no, Lord Krishna is black, but he's God. Yeah. Arjun is black, but he's also a great devotee. Yamuna is also black, but she's the greatest river. Right?
Hare Krishna.
But still, it was very good.
Thank
It
you.
was very good, beta. Very nice, Vedansh.
Thank you,
You're
Vedansh.
very cute.
Yes, in fact, I had been to Kenya a couple of years back, so I saw their black Africans also coming and chanting. And I got to know when Srila Prabhupada went to Kenya in 1972, he actually told in a big public program that Krishna was also black. The same thing that Amugala Prabhu is saying. And that was so pleasing to all the Africans. Thank you. Thank you, Prabhu, for your wonderful comments.
Thank you. Thank you, Vedansh. We have our next contestant, that is Anchita. Anchita Paul. Anchita, please unmute yourself.
Ma'am, am I audible?
Yeah. Prabhuji, is she audible?
Yes, beta. I can hear you, beta.
Yeah. Anchita, all the best. I'm going to take out the topic for you. Okay. So the topic for the day for you is, how can we build our nation on the basis of Krishna's instructions? How can we build our nation on the basis of Krishna's instructions? So for the time for you to think starts now.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah, you can start.
Ma'am, may I know the topic?
You could not hear the topic?
No, ma'am. I was disconnected. Sorry, ma'am.
Okay, that's okay. That's okay.
Topic is, how can we build our nation on the basis of Krishna's instructions?
May
Anchita,
I jot
is it clear,
down
beta?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, sure. You can just, yeah.
Your 30
How can we build our nation on the basis of Krishna's instructions?
May I start?
Yeah, you can.
Hello, ma'am. May I start?
Yes, you can. Yes.
यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभुत्यानं धर्मसात्मन् सृजामयाम् परित्राणाय साधूनां च दुष्कृतम् धर्मस्थापनार्थाय संभावनी युगे युगे. Hare Krishna Pranam, respected jury and other dignitary members present here to listen my speech on the topic, how can we build our nation on the basis of Krishna's instruction? This is a wonderful question. To give a small and simple answer is not adequate to this glorified question. Arjuna, the Pandava prince, was not the verge of the delegation of his duty. Arjuna advances many logical arguments in support of his decision not to fight war. However, Lord Krishna preached Arjuna Bhagavad-Gita that first, to clarify the truth and demolish his argument, which is very shallow, but which looks very logical for 99% of people who think only spiritually. Lord Krishna delivers the real truth through Bhagavad Gita. Arjuna gets convinced of the real truth from Lord Krishna and also the wrong of his own and his fall across the thinking and finally follows the advice of the Lord. Arjuna thus saves himself from the downfall. Eventually, Arjuna becomes the victories in the Kurukshetra war. Thus, in everyone follows the principle as laid down in Bhagavad Gita. Stop thinking on wrong and fallacious lives because of the shallow knowledge, ignorance, and immaturity. Then every individual becomes the victorious in life. In every Indian become the victorious like Arjuna in these endeavors, the whole nation become very, very strong. Thank you for being a patient listener.
Thank you, Anchita. That was really nice. But can we know where are you from? Anchita?
Yes, ma'am.
Can we know where are you from?
Ma'am, New Delhi.
You're from New Delhi. That was really nice. I think Prabhuji really wants to share something with you.
So it was
Thank
very
you,
good,
ma'am.
Beta. And
Thank you,
of course, if you
Pranam.
could, Pranam, Beta, if you could add more instructions, say, for example, top 3 instructions, and how could they be practically applied, that could make your speech even better. And also try to look into the camera, because we assume that yes, you are sitting in front of the camera and there are people who are watching you. So otherwise, look here, you seem like looking above. Yeah. And you can also use your hand gestures to express yourself. So you could also highlight some of the things where we are not following in the Gita, and that is that leads to maladies in the society. But overall, your presentation was very good, very sober, and very fluent. So overall, it was good, Beta. All the best.
Thank you. Pranam.
Thank you, Anchita. Now our next contestant is sorry, Anirudh. Anirudh, please unmute yourself.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Anirudh.
Hare. All the best.
There's a lot of effulgence coming from backside. Maybe Lord Krishna is there behind you. Wow.
Yeah, a lot of light is coming.
So in case you could, reverse your camera, in the sense, the light should be falling on your face. Instead, it is falling from your backside. That means you can reverse your direction, so we can see your beautiful face as well. I request all the participants, they should do the similar thing. That light should be falling on their face. Just like here, I had the tube light. It's falling on my face. If I turn it around, so my face will appear black because light is coming from backside. Yeah, there we go. Now we can see your charming face.
Yes, bright face.
Bright face, yes.
Anirudh, the topic for you is reincarnation is a fact, not a fantasy. Explain. Reincarnation is not a fact, is a fact, not a fantasy. Sorry, explain. Anirudh?
Yes,
Hare
ma'am,
Krishna?
I think he's contemplating.
Yes,
I think he's contemplating on it.
Okay.
He's contemplating.
May I start, ma'am?
Yes, Beta. All the best.
My name is Andrew Singh. I'm from Varanasi. And my topic is reincarnation is a fact, not a
Fantasy.
not a fantasy. Yeah, sure. Because as Krishna says in the Bhagavad-Gita that we all are not this material body, we are the souls, and as our material body fainted down and we die, after that our soul changes, our body soul never dies. God Himself told us in Bhagavad-Gita, and of course the God, we have many examples, many people we see in the news that they remember their previous life deeds or previous places. We have one young means old Dadaji in Vrindavan also, while we were on a parikrama of Govardhan. We met with him. We met him. Uh, and reincarnation is, of course, it's a fact, because we all came from the super soul Krishna. And if reincarnation would not be there, how life can would exist? People think that people used to question on this, that reincarnation is a fantasy, it's not a fact. But I would like to ask a question: if it's a fantasy, can you prove it? Can you say that can you make a life, can you make someone alive? We cannot, because it comes from the soul, and the soul comes from the super soul Krishna. So I think we should not question on the Krishna's what Krishna has said. And I would like to conclude my topic by saying that of course the Krishna has given us a potential to think, but we should not think it against him, as Krishna has mentioned it in Bhagavad Gita, that we are the souls which come from the super soul. So thank you. Hare Krishna.
Very good, Beta. It was very good. But yes, like you could include some of the case studies, even from the examples from the one. There was one very famous TV serial, Ram Krishna Janamka. So it had many case studies of reincarnation. That also could be shared. But yes, it was a good attempt. You shared some Vrindavan Babaji's case study also. And ultimately, we are to follow Lord Krishna's instruction when he says there is reincarnation. So we should go by that. And of course, there are many other religions they also say about reincarnation. That also would be highlighted. But yes, your presentation was very sober. And one just feedback for all the participants is that we should try to keep the camera in front of our eyes so that it can be seen like this. Or in case you keep the camera below yourself, then you appear like Sabu. You know, Sabu, Chacha Chaudhary and Sabu. Sabu was huge. So you appear like Sabu. And we appear ourselves as Chacha Chaudhary. So if you keep your camera in front of your eyes, so we can see you in a very human way. Otherwise, you'll appear very tall and gigantic. So Anirudh, it was very good, Beta. Very sober presentation. Nice. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Praji.
From the land of Varanasi, which is the biggest Vaishnav state, like it is known as Shivji's place.
Yes.
So he's the biggest Vaishnav. So thank you so much, Anirudh, for your views. Our next contestant is Chaitanya. Chaitanya, please unmute yourself.
Hare Krishna,
Chaitanya,
Ji.
yeah. Am I audible? Am I clearly audible to you?
Yes, Mataji. Hi, Krishna,
Okay.
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Chaitanya, how are you doing?
Fine, Prabhuji. I'm doing fine.
Chaitanya, your topic is we are not independent. We are not independent. Yeah. Your time to think starts now.
I hope, Prabhuji, I hope I'm not looking like a Sahu.
No, you're not
Prabhuji,
looking
I
Sahu.
hope I'm.
No, you're looking like Super Commando Dhruv.
Thank you, Ji.
Actually, you're looking like a devotee, yes.
You can start now.
Hare Krishna and a very good afternoon to all of you. I am Shradanya Shri from St. Thomas's English Medium School, Meerut. And today I'm going to brief you about the topic, which is very relatable these days, is that we are not independent. See, as a 18-year-old or 17-year-old, we all think that we are independent and we all want to do things in our way. But Bhagavad Gita and the spiritual books do not say the same. They say that we are never independent and we are always dependent on some people or the other. As soon as we take birth, first we are independent on our parents. Then when we start studying, then we are dependent on our teachers. Then when we work, we are dependent on money. So there is no such time when we are independent of anything. See, today also in today's times also people think that we can do so many things, but things do not happen our way. Like, I also thought that I would go to school and I will study in my 12th grade, but see, COVID-19 has made us all in lockdown. So we are not independent. We are dependent on the nature. We are dependent on Lord Krishna. There's only one person in the world, in the universe, in the cosmos, who is independent, and that is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That's my view. And Krishna also says in the Bhagavad Gita that aham sarvasya prabhavo matta sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvita. He says that he is the creator and the maintainer of all the worlds, and he is the only one who is independent of everything. We are always dependent on something or the other in our lives. So we can never assume that we are independent. And as Bhagavad Gita says, that we are always dependent on money, on our nature, on the Lord, and all these things. We can never be independent. So all my advice to all of us, I mean including me, that we should not be assuming that we are independent, or after 18 we are adult and we become independent. It's never like that.
Wow, very complete, superb, fluent. Content was good. You touched the social aspect as well as the spiritual aspect, and you quoted the right words from the Gita. Aham sarvasya prabhu matta sarvam pravartate.
Okay, just for everyone's information, Chaitanya was a student of Bhaktivedanta Gurukul in Vrindavan, and then he shifted to his hometown Meerut. So happy to see you, Chaitanya. Hare Krishna.
Wow.
So he is from Meerut, which has been a freedom fighters place. So yes, we are not, after getting the independence also, we are not independent. We are depending on some other thing. Thank you so much, Chaitanya, for your views. Thank you. Our next contestant is Divyansh. Divyansh, please unmute yourself.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. All the best, Divyansh. Your topic for the day is what lessons one can learn from Bhagavad Gita. What lessons one can learn from Bhagavad Gita. Your time to think starts now.
Divyansh, you have to open your lights. Currently, you are sitting in darkness. If you can switch on your lights, tube light, bulb light, we are not able to see your beautiful face, your smiling face, your pearl-like teeth.
Sorry, Prabhuji, but there is electrical connection problem in my area.
Oh, that's why you are sitting in darkness, huh?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Oh, I see, but that's like pitch black. Oh, now we can see you. There goes the light. So you are sitting on a sofa, is it? Or is it your bed?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji.
It's your bed?
Sofa, Prabhuji.
Sofa. I see.
No,
And you're
Prabhuji,
keeping
sofa. On. Yes, Prabhuji.
Divyansh, I hope
Sorry,
you got your
Prabhuji.
topic.
Hello.
You can think about the topic, beta. What lessons one
Manji,
can
am I
learn
audible?
from the Bhagavad Gita?
Your topic
Yes,
is
Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji.
What lessons one can learn from the Bhagavad Gita? This is the topic.
Sorry, Prabhuji. Sorry, Mataji. I got disconnected. Internet problem.
No, it's okay, Chaitanya. Your speech was good. It was very good.
This is how we are dependent on things today. Yeah.
Very true.
As
We
simple
see
as
the
that.
picture of we can see the football player on your pic. That's a hero, is it?
Yeah, Prabhuji. Oh.
What's his name?
Cristiano Ronaldo, Prabhuji.
Ah, Ronaldo. Yeah. Great.
This is how we are dependent on things.
Yes. So, Divyansh, are you
Yes,
ready,
Prabhuji,
boy?
can I start? Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, you can.
Onma gets at Haribol.
Hare Krishna, I'm Divyansh Upadhyay. Today I'm going to express my views on how, what lessons Bhagavad Gita teaches us. So, talking about actuality, then there's no certain number of lessons that Bhagavad Gita teaches us. It's said that even if you open Bhagavad Gita and read any page of Bhagavad Gita, you would get answers of life's questions and problems you're facing. Bhagavad Gita is often considered a religious book, mainly for a religious book, and it gives us way more knowledge than that Bhagavad Gita is a solar system itself of knowledge. It just doesn't give us knowledge about academics and any other way to life, but it gives us knowledge about divine personality himself. It makes us feel love for himself. It makes us feel being loved and to connect from the to the super soul. Gita completes sense of life. It completes the meaning of life. It tells us the purpose, the aim, the thought, and the mode of life, and even about the afterlife. Gita claims that many people claims that after reading Gita, so we can redefine our life, and that's true. When I was in Bhaktivedanta Gurukul, I used to study Bhagavad Gita, and after every shlok that we recite, I used to feel a new energy in myself, and that's what the lesson we learned from Bhagavad Gita, that we should fight for ourselves and we should stay always with the correct side. It teaches us a generosity, gratitude towards our seniors, super seniors, and even our juniors. It teaches us that what kind of attitude we should prefer when we have anything, or we are in our good times, or we should have patience when we are in our bad times. We all know that Gita was spoken by Lord himself, and it's the true knowledge that one can possess. It's the purest form of knowledge. So Bhagavad Gita isn't something that we can count on. Bhagavad Gita doesn't have a certain number of lessons, but it has certain number of examples that we can set in our life. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Divyansh, very good, beta. You touched about some of the teachings in the Bhagavad Gita. So that was good. If you could quote some of the verses as well, that would have authenticated your speech even more. But still, it was good, beta. Very good attempt.
That was really nice, Divyansh. Thank you so much.
Mataji, put the mic close to your mouth.
Oh, yes. That was really nice, Divyansh. Thank you so much. So, but there was just one issue, Divyansh. We could not see you. While you were delivering your speech, you were not visible to us. So we could not see your expressions. And, it could have,
I think
it could have added.
Yeah.
It could have added to your speech. Your expressions really would have added to it. But I think there was some net issue. That is okay. Thank you so much. Yeah. And our next contestant is Pradhi. Pradhi, please unmute yourself. Hare Krishna. All the best, Pradhi, for the day. So, Pradhi, can you tell us where are you from?
Actually, I'm from NBCC Pune.
From Pune.
Yes.
NBCC. Oh, very good.
So, Mataji, how many more participants to go now?
Prabhuji?
Probably 4 more. After Pradhi, 4 more.
Okay, that's nice. So we're coming to a close.
Yes. Okay. Topic for Pradhi is difference between matter and spirit. Prati, did you hear your topic? Prati, I hope you could hear.
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, your time to think starts now.
Prati, where is your mic, beta? Is your mic closer to your
I'm
mouth?
accessing from the laptop, so
Acha, can you put here the lead? We got earphones.
probably the
There were
job is that
earphones so that the mouthpiece comes near to your mouth so we can hear you clearly. Yeah.
from where I have to insert that is damaged.
Okay.
So that's damage. So you have to be a little louder.
Yeah. And also
Yeah.
sit a little closer to the laptop, maybe a little more closer.
Yeah.
That will help.
Closer to laptop. Be loud enough. Be more expressive. In case you want to have a glass of Glucon-D, that's fine. All the best, beta.
All the best, Prati. You can think.
Yes.
You can start now.
Yes. Hare Krishna. My name is Pradi Dhingra. I am a student of class 12 from NBCC Pune. And today, come one, come all, we like to differentiate between matter and the spirit. So what exactly is the spirit? The spirit means the soul or the source of consciousness. Whereas the body is this. It is just matter. And body is always dead. Now the soul is Satchid Ananda. It is always full of bliss, knowledge and beauty. Whereas our body, our material body, it is the source of suffering. When we are attached to our body, when we are attached to the attachments of our body, to the designations, to the people, because of our body, because of our relations, we are depressed, we are sad, and that is because this world is dukh ale ashashvatam. Krishna has stated in the Bhagavad-Gita that this world is an ocean of miseries. We will not find pleasure here. Why? Because it is not there only. The real pleasure or happiness is when we go back to Krishna, our Supreme Father. So the main difference between soul and the body is that the body is always dead. Only when there is presence of soul, the body comes alive. For example, we see in the case of reincarnation also. When someone leaves the body, we say, oh, he has passed away. But who has passed away? The body is in front of us. We mean that someone or something in the body has passed away, which is the soul. So the body is just matter. It is just dead matter. For example, we take the example of a speaker. Like when we insert it into the plug and when electricity is there. Because of electricity, we can hear the music. But without electricity, there is no use of the speaker. Similarly, without the soul in our body is of no use. It is just dead. And how can we make sure that while we have our soul and our body and while we have a human body, how to actually use it? In all the 84 species of life, we are very fortunate that we have got our human body. And human body is like a junction from where we can go back to Krishna through the path of bhakti. So we should always make sure that the chance we have got, the opportunity we have got does not go waste. Because we do not know when next time we will get the body again. Because unless and until we are purified, our soul will remain, it will remain imprisoned in the prison of material world. And Krishna has said that everything rests upon me as pearls strung on a thread. Bhagavad-Gita 7.7. He says that everything is under him. So if we want to break free from this prison of material world, we have to make sure that our human life is not waste. And finally, I would like to conclude that we need to make sure at every moment of time that we are not the body. Because when we remember that we are not the body, we suffer less. Because Prabhupada has said that when we realize that we are not the body, we suffer less. That is why devotees suffer less, and we should make sure that we should utilize every opportunity, every moment of time to go back to Krishna, back to God. Always remember Krishna and never forget him. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Very good.
That was
It was very good, Pradhi, that you talked about difference between matter and spirit. Of course, one thing which I was expecting that soul exhibits consciousness. Matter does not exhibit consciousness. This term I was just waiting for, consciousness. But this was the only thing which I expected. But otherwise, it was very good. You covered various aspects and how there is matter, there is spirit, and the source of spirit and matter both is Lord Shri Krishna. So, and you quoted Bhagavad-Gita chapter 7, verse number 7. So it was nice, beta. Very good.
Prabhuji, I mentioned that the source of consciousness in the body is the soul, Prabhuji.
Oh, okay. Good. So that means you made it. Bang on. Bullseye.
That was really very nice, Prati. You were very confident. You were
Yes.
very confident. That was
Right.
really very good. Very confident. So we would go for our next contestant. That is Keshav. Keshav, please unmute yourself. I think somehow Keshav could not make it.
He's not there in the list. I think you can move ahead.
Yes, Prabhuji. So we'll go for our next contestant. That is Alpana.
So is this the second last contestant for today?
No, Prabhuji. Then we have two more.
Okay, so third last. Okay,
Third
so
last. Yeah.
wonderful. Hare Krishna.
Alpana, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Hare Krishna, Alpana. All the best. So,
Hare
Alpana,
Krishna, ma'am.
yeah. Alpana, where are you from?
Ma'am, Mathura.
Mathura. Oh, wow. So, your topic for the day is, so you're from the land of Krishna and you get Krishna is the best environmentalist. Krishna is the best environmentalist. I hope you got the topic. I think she. Alpana?
Kalpana, beta. You got into Kalpana.
Alpana. I think she got disconnected. Maybe some network issue. Alpana?
Yeah, she is not here.
Maybe some network issues. Just
yes, Prabhuji. Should we move ahead with the other contestant, and when she joins in, we can have her later?
Yeah, all right.
Okay. So we have a next contestant, that is Tanishk.
नहीं बाकी भगवान मैं ये टॉपिक बोलती ना पक्का बस जाती एग्जिस्ट लॉजिक अबाउट
Oh, Pradhi. Pradhi, you are very
Pradhi,
simple.
I think you've not muted yourself.
Yeah, now she has.
Okay.
Sometimes Zoom can be tricky.
Tanish, can you hear me? He was here. Tanishk. I think even he's not here.
Here, yeah. Tanishk is here. I think he's trying to connect.
Yeah. During this hour, actually, we have a lot of connectivity issues also.
And because they are like the tail enders, so maybe they can do samadhi.
Tanishk, are you there?
Yes, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Tanishk.
Yeah.
So, all the best, Tanishk. So, Tanishk, you are from which city?
I am from near Agra, UP.
Agra, UP. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Tanishk, your topic for the day is, how can Bhagavad-Gita help you to handle Corona situation? How can Bhagavad Gita help you to handle Corona situation?
Okay.
You can start thinking, you can contemplate.
Anish is also from Bhaktivedanta Gurukul International School. So we have, I think, 3 participants from our school, from the home school, right? They say home stadium, right?
Yes.
There's the organizing school. We have 3 participants. He's one of them.
Yeah.
You can start.
Yeah. Hare Krishna, respected judges, and what pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. This is Anushka. Yeah, from BGIS, expressing my views on the topic how to handle Corona situation. By accepting Gita. Uh, okay. So we are seeing that like from from many months we are locked in our home. So by there like so much worry is there inside us. We don't know what to do. Many people are like so much anxiety is there. There is not many work to do. Not many physical work to do. Many are many are losing their job. So many don't know what to do. So much worry is there. But if we will start reading Bhagavad Gita, we will get to know how to how to remove our worry. How? Because Gita tells us that first of all we are not this body, and if we are not this body, whatever situation is there, we are not एक हमसे प्रभावित नहीं हो सकते. एक कृष्ण tells in Bhagavad Gita, मत्स्य स्पर्श कौन तेरा शीतोष्ण सुख दुग्धा आज्ञाम पायनो नित्य साम कृष्ण भारता. Krishna says that just like the non-permanent disappearance and appearance comes, similarly, there may be many miseries in this world, but we should not be affected by those miseries. This world is full of miseries. We must endeavor to know who are we. We must endeavor to know what is our real identity. If we can get to know what is our real identity, we will not be worried by these situations. Because this world is full of miseries. This situation will come and go, just like the summer and winter season, just like in Bhagavad Gita. So we must, by reading Bhagavad Gita, we must try to know what is our real identity. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, 15th chapter, 7th verse, Namai Vamsa Jiva Loke, Jiva Bhuta Sanatana, Sasta Indriyani, Prakriti Sthana Kachati. Krishna says that we are his eternal fragmental part of Krishna. So we are Krishna's part and partial. The soul can never be affected by these things. So we must try to know who are we. If we can know who are we will not be affected by these calamities, because this world is full of miseries. These things will come and go, but we must be handle all these situations by keeping Krishna in our center, or by reading Bhagavad Gita. How? Because by reading Bhagavad Gita we will get to know how to handle these situations. So this is what we can take inspiration from Bhagavad Gita. This is how we can handle our current situation in Bhagavad Gita, because we know that this world is full of miseries. These miseries will come and go. But what should be our goal? Our goal should be achieve that supreme abode. Actually, we see that no one is happy in this world. Whether Corona is there or not, we are not happy. We are always suffering. Everybody has like different pressure. Like as a student, we have a pressure for our studies. As a businessman, they have a pressure of their customers. Like sometimes, customers do something to them. So everyone has their different pressures. Everyone has their different suffering. But uh, uh, but by reading Bhagavad Gita, we should know how to get out from these all suffering. How to get out from the suffering of birth, death, old age, and disease. People are only focusing on the suffering, like there is no fan. How to handle these situations. The main problem people are not focusing, that the main problem is birth, death, old age, and disease. How to get out from these problems should be our main goal. And whatever things are coming between it, like this corona and all, we should not be affected by these situations. So this is how Bhagavad Gita, by taking inspiration of Bhagavad Gita, we can handle corona situations. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Okay, very good. Now you could highlight, Anish, in your speech, you could highlight about meat eating. Lord Krishna talks about meat eating, that it is a tamasic food. And because people eat tamasic food, that's why coronavirus, it got its origin there. So they would, and we see that all viruses, they have their origin in animal eating, like whether it is H1N1, whether it is Ebola, whatever virus is, whether Corona, chikungunya. So they are all coming from animals actually. And Lord Krishna talks about that. So we should take sattvic food, that you could highlight. And who are such people who spread coronavirus? They're also demonic people. That's given in 16th chapter of the Bhagavad-Gita. So that also could be highlighted. But yes, you talked about how we can acquire peace at least in turbulent times. So that was good. And you were confident, you were seamless in your presentation. So nice, good, all the best.
I think for all the readers, this has been a blessing in disguise. This Corona period, we have got more time, to go and read, which we were not getting initially due to a lot of work. So yes, it is in a way we are getting more time to read and enlighten our own self.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Tanishq. That was really nice. So our last contestant, last but not the least, yes, we have Anushka. We hope that the rest too joins so we can have them also with us. Anushka, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All the best, Anushka.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Your topic for the day is why one should study Gita. Why one should study Gita. Could you hear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you can start thinking.
Okay, ma'am.
And I really want to appreciate Amoglila Prabhu for being patiently there with us throughout and giving
I'm
his
enjoying it.
comments. And
What
also
patient
Govind,
I'm
yeah,
I'm
and also
enjoying it.
Govind Mohan Prabhu is Govind Mohan Prabhu is also here with us now. Hare Krishna. The last participant.
Anushka, you can start now.
Okay, ma'am. Kim Krishnaya Namah. Jai Shri Krishna, Radhe Radhe, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Respected all of you and warm reception on behalf of me. I'm Anushka Mishra, Group 4, and my topic is how should So first of all, Lord Krishna says that yo na dvashati, na sochati, na harshati, na kechati. Shobha Shupaityagi Bhaktimanya Samepriya. So, once according to Bhagavad-Gita, one who sees the super soul in every living and equal everywhere does not degrade himself by his mind. And thus he approaches the transcendental destination. Bhagavad-Gita not only teaches us how to handle the situation, but it is only to inculcate in us. Bhagavad-Gita, it is not only inculcates in us the right and the unbiased perspective of how observing and showing how to be perfect on teaching. Bhagavad Gita is a compendium of knowledge with a detailed description on how to use that knowledge in a practical sense. Chapter by chapter, it teaches us how to be perfect. And chapter by chapter is also teaches us how to be the observer. So Gita is not only teaches us the how to be wisdom, but it also teaches us how to be perfect in life. Seriously, relevant life lessons we can learn from Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is an epic poem between the distraught warrior named Arjun and the Hindi deity Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna counsels the Arjun at the time of despair. Though he is talking to his warrior, but he is really speaking to all of us. Each and everyone in this universe, each and everyone is born with this sacred duty called dharma. So we must follow this dharma in our life. We must use this idea to make it out for ourselves. Yoga is called defined as a disciplined action wherever, and it is also and it is also a defined action. Krishna always says that it also teaches us the self, how to be self mastery, and it to take the word and Krishna. And at last, I would like to conclude by saying that according to Gita, vasan se jinan yatha vihai grinati naro parani. Om Klim Krishnaya Namah. I'm done.
Very good, Anushka. So, how many glasses of glucon do you drank before speaking? You are like volcano. My God, you have so much energy.
Thank you.
You're very energetic. Wow. Which
Thank
brand
you,
of
sir.
atta? Which brand of atta do you eat? Rose brand atta or some other brand of atta? Yeah, you have got such a pleasant smile, beta. May God bless you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Oh, very
And
good,
you're
beta.
from which place, Anushka?
Sir, I'm from Rudhpur, Udham Singh Nagar, Uttarakhand.
Uttarakhand, wow. So,
yes, sir.
Do you have any more contestants, Mataji?
No, Prabhuji, I think if we'll just check if Alpna is here and Keshav. So otherwise we are done. Thank you so much, Anushka. That was really a power-packed performance.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
That was really great.
I think perfect speaker to end this event with a lot of
Yeah.
energy.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, since we have come to an end now, Surma Mataji, thank you so much for coordinating this event. She was the one who shortlisted all the candidates and made the entire list and coordinated the entire event. Thank you so much. And I want to really thank all the participants from different parts of India and also one from abroad, from Indonesia. I think Amog, you are there, right? From Jakarta. Good. So I want to really thank all of you. So before we end, we'll have closing remarks from our judges. And the final results will be announced on 12th August, the grand finale of this Krishnanushilanam. So we had 7,000 candidates and 17,000 participants, like registration for different events. It was a very mega event by Krishna's mercy. In fact, we used to have every year inter-school competition, Krishnanushilanam. So this year, because of COVID, it's a blessing in disguise that we went online and we got more participation. So that was good. And we have so many events. I request all the participants to be present on 12th August from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. We'll have the grand finale event. We'll have many eminent personalities. His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj, the chairman of ISKCON. We'll have Vivek Bindra, who is a famous motivational speaker. We'll have many other eminent personalities present in the program. So please be there on 12th August, 11 to 2 p.m. YouTube live link will be shared with all of the participants for this Krishnanushilanam, and the results will be declared that time. And you know, we have very attractive prizes. We have tabs, we have speakers, we have Krishna book for all of you. Okay, so now our judges for their closing remarks. Who'd like
Okay,
to
let's
speak
start
first?
with Govind Mohan Prabhu because I give the
Yes.
starting remarks. So that's
Okay, so
closing remarks from Govind Mohan Prabhu.
yes, Govind Mohan Prabhu and also Amoghlia Prabhu, both of you. Yes, please. Govind Mohan Prabhu.
That's so generous. That's so generous of you, Amoghlia Prabhuji, to say that. Am I audible? Clear? I'm loud and clear?
Yes,
Is
yes,
it?
clearly, absolutely.
Yes.
Can you all hear me? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for letting me be a part of such a amazing power pack uh, extempore. It was certainly a delight, nectar to ears. And when we hear children, such motivated children, clear in thoughts, amazing articulation ability, I think we're going in the right direction. We feel very proud that we're bringing people like this to this country, and amazing performance. बहुत कुछ सीखने को है हम सबको एक दूसरे से. I would only say whenever you go for any competition, although ये प्रतिस्पर्धा है, लेकिन प्रतिस्पर्धा से ज़्यादा है एक दूसरे से सीखने की कला. When we get into any competition, ensure that you are learning from each other, C, there was some amazing articulated facts being shared and this at this platform. उनसे सीखो, उनको लिखो, उनको note करो. Yes, I'm back. I think it keeps happening. Maybe 30
Yeah, you're
seconds.
back. You're back. Yeah.
So Amogila Prabhuji has already contributed a lot. I think after every student was speaking, he gave amazing feed forwards. I won't call them feedbacks. I will call them feed forwards. So
That's nice.
he has already fed, and now we need to move forward. That's how it is.
Yeah,
So thank you so much,
absolutely.
Shrikant Prabhuji, and thank you so much, everybody, for letting me in to be a part of this wonderful program. Although it's very tough, I'm sure for Amoglila Prabhuji and me to compile and to declare the result, it's going to be a very tough journey. I think हमारी 1-1.5 घंटा और बात होने वाली है इसके ऊपर. कौन फर्स्ट
I,
आएगा,
I,
कौन सेकंड, मेरे कॉलम में बहुत
I'm
सारी
clear.
बहुत. Yes, Prabhuji.
I've sent my results already.
Yeah, oh, all right. Okay. So maybe
Yeah.
we need to compile, and then when we'll compile, we need to discuss something because ultimately there
All
are
right.
many powerful speakers here. So our wishes, our prayers to all of you, stay connected and be safe. Have a wonderful time. God bless. Hare Krishna.
Great, wonderful. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Yes, thank you, Govind Mohan Prabhu. So maybe we both can discuss a little bit, Amogila Prabhu and Govind Mohan Prabhu, after this. And okay, so thank you so much, Govind Mohan Prabhu, for joining us today. And now we have final concluding words from Amogila Prabhu.
Well, I would say it was a great competition, and everyone tried their level best. And these topics were very difficult for our children to speak upon. In fact, I would say even adults are given such topics, they would struggle to assimilate, and we give them only 30 seconds to assimilate. So that's like giving a lecture for 5 minutes, and that is just 30 seconds. Many would just raise their hands, Prabhuji, apun se nahi hone ka bhai. But these children, they were very courageous. They were ready for such topics, like say reading Bhagavad-Gita and how important it is, difference between matter and spirit. Well, people know about one spirit, which people have when they are depressed. And matter, well, people know what mattress is, but not matter much. So that is the difference between matter and spirit. During Corona time, how teaching of Bhagavad Gita can be applied. Even I would say, from great academic background, people can't speak on such topics. But I could see children, they were very seamless, very smooth on such topics. So I can say that they are such fortunate children who have got spiritual quotient as well. Now, there was a time when IQ was the thing. IQ, 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 IQ. So then after intelligence quotient became the next thing was emotional quotient because people should also have sensibility. Now people who have got emotional quotient in the sense they are emotional, but when emotions go out of track, they go beyond control, then also it becomes very difficult. So in order to control the emotional quotient as well as get the IQ, the intelligence quotient rightly, you need to have spiritual quotient. And these children, certainly they have good quality of spiritual quotient in them. And that's why they could assimilate such thoughts and they could have such vocabulary, which is like spiritual vocabulary, spiritual words, verbatim. So that was also remarkable. And such children, they become the leaders because leaders, as I already mentioned, that leaders means they are personification of values. And such children, when they have already started thinking about this, about values, so they are very good that way. So it's a very good beginning. They have started thinking about such topics, such subject matters, like matter, spirit, Bhagavad Gita, God, impact of teachings of Bhagavad Gita in our life. Wow, this is like thinking on another level altogether now. So I congratulate all the participants. So those who have participated, all of you are winners just because bhakti or say spirituality is more about the endeavor itself. It's not result oriented. Materialistic life is result oriented. So even though as a matter of competition we may declare first, second, third prize, but at the end of the whole thing, I would say all of you have gone first prize because all of you tried your level best. Somebody received a topic which you had already prepared. Somebody got the topic which you might not have prepared. Like sometimes it happens that you prepare for 3 topics and you hit the tukka. Bang on, you got one of them. And you have prepared after 20 topics, 19 topics, and you got the 20th one because that was not your day. Somehow it happens. So that is, please do not worry about the results. Who gets the first, second, or third prize? Who could win? Who could not win? Who could perform? Who could not perform? Or who somebody outperformed, somebody underperformed? So it's absolutely okay, बच्चों. आपने बहुत अच्छा किया. I really appreciate the endeavor in delivering and assimilating the thoughts for these subjects. And my congratulations to Radhakant Prabhu and Ruma Mataji for organizing such a extempo. So that's very good. That's very healthy. And so I congratulate all the organizers. And hats off to the parents also who are encouraging children so that they can start thinking about this aspect of life as well. So that was really wonderful. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So thank you once again to all of you. Let us end this program by chanting a Mahamantra. And also I request all the participants to stay connected with ISKCON. You got connected to this wonderful society started by Srila Prabhupada, which is International Society for Krishna Consciousness. So please keep going to the regular ISKCON centers wherever you are. Keep watching. These days you have so many online videos. You can watch a lot of videos of Amog Leela Prabhu. You are one of there's so many wonderful videos in ISKCON we have. So please keep watching a lot of videos and be in touch with ISKCON, and always chant this Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. What I like the most is that many of you have read Bhagavad-Gita. So this event made you read Bhagavad-Gita, which was the main motive, that all of you prepare and read something on Bhagavad-Gita. So I hope all of you enjoyed this event. So hope to see you all again on 12th August. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Okay, so shall we end now? Thank you, Amog Leela Prabhu. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, Govind Mohan Prabhu, and all the participants. Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Krishnanushilanam ki jai.